You're listening to an AppleViz podcast.
Hello guys, this is Toomey and welcome to another episode of the AppleViz podcast. And in this one, I'm going to be reviewing the watch app known as MicroBrowser. Now, MicroBrowser is a lightweight web browser that allows you to browse the web on your wrist, and it is a quick way to do searches, visit simple websites, etc., etc. Now, keep in mind that this is not a full-fledged browser. If you want to do heavy things such as signing into accounts and viewing social media, you're going to want to reserve to stronger devices such as your iPad, iPhone, etc. There are two parts to this application. The real application is on the watch. The companion application is on the iPhone. We are going to be talking about the application itself first since it's on the watch, and then we'll move on to the companion app and I can show you how that works. Alright, so I have my watch on my wrist. It's running watchOS 11.5. My phone is next to me on my desk and it's running iOS 18.5. And we're going to start out with my watch. So I'm going to click the digital crown.
6:05 p.m.
Click it again.
Apps. Calendar.
Alright, now we're in our apps list. And now I'm going to flick right until I find MicroBrowser.
MicroBrowser.
There it is. I'm going to do a one finger double tap.
MicroBrowser. Heading.
Alright, so when you open the app, you have four sections. This app is divided into four separate headings. The first heading is MicroBrowser, and this is where you will find your address bar. So if I flick right,
Enter web address button.
you can see the Enter Web Address button, and when you click this, this will expand the web address field. If I flick to the right again,
Search button.
we have our search button. And this performs a similar function, except this one actually searches the web. So, for example, if you want to search, how can I do this? You would use this box instead. Now, the default engine is DuckDuckGo, and unfortunately, there is no way to change the engine that this app uses. However, there is a workaround, which I will get to in a minute. So if we flick right,
Bookmarks. Heading.
Alright, now the rest of these headings, or at least most of them, have emojis in front of their names. So, bookmark is this one, and it is the bookmarks heading. So it's not actually an unlabeled heading or improperly labeled, it's just more of an emoji setup. So if I flick right,
AppleViz button. Actions available.
you can see that I already have some bookmarks here. The AppleViz website is one of them. If I swipe up or down, we can view the actions.
Remove favorite.
This will remove it from the bookmarks list,
Activate. Default.
and this will activate the bookmark itself. If I flick right,
Google button.
this is another one of my bookmarks, and this is a sort of workaround to using the search button above. This will launch Google. However, it's good to note that this is a very simple browser, so not all of Google's features will function properly. I'm going to swipe right again.
Clock. Browsing history. Heading.
Now, this is the browsing history, and it is represented by a clock emoji. If I flick right, we will be able to see my browsing history, but for privacy reasons, I'm going to skip that, and we're going to jump to the heading below that.
About. Heading.
Now, this is the About heading, and this just contains some information about the app itself. So if I flick right,
Show help button.
we can show help,
Show help button.
and that is all there is. So I'm going to go back to the top, and we are going to make a simple search. I'm going to use the search button.
Search button.
Alright, there it is. We're going to do a one finger double tap. And since this is an SE, it doesn't have the keyboard, so I'm just going to use my voice to tell it what I want to input. So we're going to click this button.
Search.
How to get started with my Apple Watch. We do a magic tap, and then we go to the left. We flick left.
Done button.
We hit the done button.
Done. Search button. Close button.
And now we are on the web page. So if I flick right,
Web page loaded. Address. DuckDuckGo.com. Secure button.
it'll say that DuckDuckGo.com is the website address and that it is a secure connection. So we're going to go right.
DuckDuckGo button. Link. How to get started with my Apple Watch. Text field. Combo box. List box pop up. Double tap to edit.
And this is the website itself. You can now see that we are on the website's page. So if I flick right a few more just to get the feel of it.
Clear button. Search button. Duck AI link. Open menu button. All link. Images link. News. Link.
So you get the idea. And of course, you can use your rotor to jump to various sections.
Edit. Characters. Words. Speaking rates. Speech volume. Headings. Edit. Headings.
For example, if I wanted to jump by headings, I could swipe down.
Get started with Apple Watch. Heading level 2. Link. How to use your Apple Watch. A beginner's guide. Business Insider. Heading level 2. Link.
And you can see I'm finding different websites as I navigate by headings.
How to set up Apple Watch and tips for getting the most out of it. Heading level 2. Link.
And that's just an idea of how to navigate a website. Now this app does not have a back button, so once you are done with your session, you go back up.
Page 4 of 12.
By swiping down with 2 fingers if you are really far on the website.
Page 3 of page 2 of page 1 of 12. Address. Close button.
And then clicking the close button in the upper left corner. However, you are able to flick all the way to the left and accomplish the same thing. So I'm just going to click the close button, double tap.
Close. Search button.
And we have closed the website. Next, I can demonstrate the address bar.
Enter web address button.
If I flick left, and I'm going to pretend that I'm going to google.com. So we're going to dictate that in. So I'm going to double tap.
Enter web address.
Google.com. Magic tap, double tap with 2 fingers. Let's read just to make sure it put in what it was supposed to put in.
Delete. Text field is editing. Google.com. Character mode. Insertion point at end.
There we go. And now we're going to go to the done button.
Done button.
We'll flick left and double tap.
Done. Enter web address. Close button.
Alright, so now we are going to be in the same exact interface. And it said the web page is loaded. And we are just going to move to the right just to demonstrate a little.
Address. Google.com. Secure button.
There's our address bar.
Main menu. Pop-up button. Menu pop-up. All. Images. Link. Google Apps button. Sign in. Link.
And you can see that there are several links and several different elements that you can choose from, and that we are on the Google website. Now there is one more thing that we can do if we go back to the address bar.
Address. Google.com. Secure button.
You can see that it is a button, and if we click on this button,
Close.
and if we flick right,
Google.com.
we can see the address, and then if we flick right again,
Reload page.
there is a reload page button, and if we click this,
Close button. Web page loaded.
it'll say web page loaded, and the page has been refreshed. Alright, so we're going to click the close button,
Close button. Close. MicroBrowser. Heading.
and now we are back in the main window. Now we're going to take a look at the companion app, which is called MicroBrowser Companion. It is on my phone, and I'm going to pull that up.
MicroBrowser Companion.
Alright, here is the companion app. I'm going to double tap on it.
MicroBrowser Companion. Edit button.
Now we have this edit button at the top. We will talk about what that does later, but if I flick right,
Add button.
we have an add button, and this will add a bookmark, and if we flick right,
MicroBrowser Companion. Heading.
we will see a heading,
Bookmark. Bookmarks. Heading.
and we will see a similar bookmark situation like we did on the watch. So if I flick right,
AppleVis. http://applevis.com. Button. Actions available.
it will display the title, the address, and that there are actions available. And if I swipe up and down,
Delete. Activate default.
I can either delete it or activate it. And if I activate it,
Bookmark name. Heading.
I can edit it. So if I flick right,
AppleVis. Text field.
that is the name of the bookmark.
Bookmark address. Heading.
And if I flick right again,
http://applevis.com. Text field.
alright, now that is the bookmark address itself. And you can see that in the text box, it is typed in. We can change it if we double tap on it.
Text field is editing. http://applevis.com. Insertion point at end.
And we won't actually edit it. However, this is how you would go about doing so. And once you are done, if you flick left,
Bookmark address. AppleVis. Text. Bookmark name. Head. Save. Button.
there's a save button to save your changes.
Add new bookmark. Heading.
There's the heading
MicroBrowser Companion. Back button.
or the back button to cancel your changes. So let's click the back button.
AppleVis. http://applevis.com. Button. Actions available.
Now let's practice adding a bookmark. So let's say we wanted to add a bookmark going to apple.com. So what we do is we go to the add button. If we flick left,
Bookmark. Bookmarks. Heading. MicroBrowser Companion. Heading. Add. Button.
we click the add button.
Cancel. Button.
Now we flick to the right.
Add new bookmark. Heading. Save. Dim. Button. Bookmark name. Heading. Enter name. Text field.
This is where we would enter the name of the website we want to go to. So we would type Apple in this box.
Insertion point at end. S. A. A. O. P. Pub P. P. L L W E X E.
Alright, so we have typed in Apple into that box, and if we go to the next box,
Bookmark name, head text field, is at bookmark address, heading.
this is the bookmark address heading, and if we enter the website address, when we flick right,
Enter web address, text field.
we start editing, double tap,
Insertion point at end.
and we can type the web address, and that is apple.com.
Q A O P P P L L W E E. Return. In return .com/.com.
And as you can see, there is a .com key on the keyboard, so we're going to click that,
.com.
and it auto inserts that for us. And from our keyboard, we can do a 4-finger tap at the top of the screen to jump to the way top.
Cancel button.
That is our cancel button.
Add new bookmark, heading.
Add new bookmark if we flick right,
Save button.
and if we click the save button, it will save it to the bookmarks list.
AppleVis, http://applevis.com, button. Google, http://google.com, button. Actions available.
There's our Google bookmark, and if we flick to the right again,
Apple, http://apple.com, button. Actions available.
that is the Apple website bookmark. Now, the edit button is how we would go about reordering the bookmarks. If we do a 4-finger tap at the top of the screen,
Edit button.
alright, there's the edit button, double tap,
Done.
and this will turn into a done button. So we flick right,
Add button.
we can still use the add button if we wish, but we're going to continue flicking right.
MicroBrowser companion, heading. Bookmark, bookmarks, heading. AppleVis, http://applevis.com, button. Actions available.
And here are our bookmarks. We can still swipe up or down to access the delete button. However, next to each icon now, you will see a reorder button.
Reorder AppleVis, button. Draggable. Actions available.
And just like any other reorder area that VoiceOver finds, you can swipe up or down.
Delete. Move down. Activate default. Delete. Move down.
Now, there is no move up option because this is the first item. If we flick to the right
Google, http://google.com, button. Actions available.
and go to its own reorder option by flicking right again,
Reorder Google, button. Draggable. Actions available.
we can then swipe up or down,
Delete. Move up.
and you will see that there is now a move up or
Move down.
move down action. And of course, if you ever wish to drag on your own, you are able to double tap and hold and then drag your finger up or down.
Before AppleVis. After AppleVis. After Apple.
And I can let go, and it will be below where I specified it should go.
Google, http://google.com, button. Actions available.
And now you can see that Google is the furthest to the bottom, and we can also practice reordering by using the actions. So let's say I wanted to move Apple to the top.
Reorder Apple, button. Draggable.
If we use the rotor, so swipe up or down,
Delete. Move up.
we can double tap on the move up action, and it will move Apple above AppleVis.
Before AppleVis. Apple, http://apple.com, button.
And our focus automatically moves to Apple, and if we flick right,
Reorder Apple, button. Draggable. AppleVis, http://applevis.com, button.
you can now see that AppleVis is below Apple. Alright, and that is the entirety of MicroBrowser. I hope that this is a useful browser for some. While others may prefer Siri, this might be an alternative for others. And just note that it is not a full-fledged browser, so it does have its limits. However, it is a wrist browser, so it is recommended that you use bigger devices, and I hope that you have a good day. Peace.
You're listening to an AppleVis podcast.